Yeah, g'day guys, Wayne back with a few massive updates to our software in the last couple of weeks, which we've been working on. So I've been holding off doing update videos until we had a few more of the updates finished. So you can see here, I'm trying to move this out of the way. This is one of our demo accounts just for demo purposes. When you log in now, your home screen, your first page will be here. It's a home page. All it's going to tell you here is obviously a snapshot of your current ratings up the top corner. Yep, move that out of the way. Snapshot of your current ratings up the corner here. Then what the agents, which is the SEO agent, the GEO agent, and things like that have done. And obviously your AI sentiment analysis down here. So it always tells you what you're doing really well, areas you need to improve on, and then obviously your action plan here. And here's what you can see what the GEO agent has produced. That's content related to that. And the SEO agent is the AI reply. And the reason we call it an SEO agent is one, because it will respond to your reviews using the correct keywords to help you rank higher in search. The social agent is the one that shares your best reviews across your social media, like here on Facebook and Instagram. And the GEO agent is effectively your AI blog writer, but it's more for geolocation to help Google find you, and all the AI models, what we call the large language models, it will help them find your business. Because the more content like this we put out, the large language models being ChatGPT, Gemini, even Google AI search will find your business, putting out the most content, being consistent reviews, posting to your profile, and obviously replies, and it's speed of reply today as well, and obviously other content. So that's what we've been focusing on here. Now, the other cool thing is we come down here, we've rearranged the menu, so you get your home menu here, then we've got reputation, visibility, and engagement. So we come to reputation here. You can see first thing you look at is your dashboard, and that will give you an overall snapshot of how you're sitting within Google, Facebook, Yelp, TripAdvisor, and all those other platforms there, and just your regular data, so you can tell you how many reviews you need to bump to the next rating as well. The next one is your feed. That's where your reviews are, and obviously if you've got the AI reply turned on, that will automatically respond to those reviews using all the correct keywords. So we're going to show you how to set that up and manage that shortly. Then the next one is your link, and this is obviously your landing page where people visit, so you can feel free to edit this. Now, we did make the change, I'm not sure if some of you saw that or not, where we've got an AI suggestion tool, and here you can see service atmosphere staff, and you can edit these. So what happens there, when someone hits your link and comes here, and let's say they do a 5-star rating, this loads, my internet's a bit slow. Yep, that's the dead page. I'll fix that one shortly. As this is our demo page here. Save that. Just see if that's going to work. So you'll see what happens here. You come to your, obviously your landing page. It's a thumbs up. Comes here, where do you want to go? Google, Facebook, or if you're not sure what to write, your clients can click this and give you a rating. So let's say they do a rating here and like that. They slide down here and go generate the review. Now the AI will write that review, putting in all the keywords and obviously service and prompt service, things like that. They can copy the text and go, now I want to go to Google, and that will pop up. Obviously I've already reviewed this business, and then you can paste that into there and press post. So that's the cool thing there. Now we'll come back over here now. Now the biggest one we've done is, and a lot of our clients have asked for this feature, is our employee leaderboard. So this is the employees. Let's just let this fire up for a second. Okay, so here's our employees. Now obviously you can add an employee. Now the manager of each job has to have a profile picture, a name, and then aliases. Now alias could be customer service, could be sales rep, it could be anything like that, a department, and nickname as well. You can have multiple aliases. So in this case, you'd add a photo, and you go Wayne. Aliases would be Wayne, sales, tech, so on and so forth, and add and then save. Now obviously that won't take, so I'll put an image in there. Now the cool thing in here, we can obviously edit these. You can see there's Johnny, JD and John, Janie, JS and Jane. Here's a unique QR code and or their URL link. So if you copy that and press this, obviously that takes them to the landing page as unique, and you can see this comes up as employee 1. Now the cool thing with that is when we come to our leaderboard scenario, now we've got different filters in the leaderboard as well. So in the leaderboard, here's a live leaderboard. You can see Daniel's had 21 visits to his QR code, resulting in 19 reviews, which gives him a 90.4 conversion rate. Now, we've got filters here. You can do it by visits, reviews, or conversion, and current week, current month. So you can do that there, and you can see Chris. So Chris is coming in second. He's had 28 visits with 24 reviews, but his conversion rate isn't as high. In this particular scenario, that's where we're running, is on the conversion rate. So I'll give you the top 3. Now, the cool thing is this is your back-end part you can have a look at. You can go into the employee themselves. We can, one of the updates coming next week, we can assign reviews to those employees. So you can see that's the ones here. You can see the reviews that have all been assigned to him there. Now, we come back. The very cool thing here on the leaderboard is the live leaderboard. So we click this. This is the URL your team will be able to see. So your team doesn't need to access the software at all. This can sit up on a TV in the office anywhere, and you can see who's winning the race for the month. So it's a really cool feature to engage and motivate staff to chase reviews. So if you've got a customer service agent, for example, let's say Daniel. Now, if Daniel's sending out a reply to anybody or anything like that, he can put his URL into that email. So this one here, you can copy that link, and he can have that in the email to say, "Hey, give us a review," and that will obviously track him. Now, if they mention the person's name in the review or their alias, that will obviously be assigned to them. Now, it could be a team, for example, in customer service. So if they mention, obviously, they don't mention someone in customer service, you might be able to manually assign that review to that person as well. Also coming down here, we've got obviously how we send our requests, our templates where we can manage different templates, our contacts, auto send, and our opt-in. Now, opt-in is great for things like this business here, which is a day spa and things like that, where people can scan the QR code and opt in, and then at a certain time of the day, those will be sent out, those review requests. And here's our SEO agent. Obviously, now we do have bulk reply, so our agent will go and respond to reviews that you haven't responded to in the past. So if you've got a business that's got 4,000 reviews and you know in the early days you just weren't responding to them, our agent will jump in there. If you turn it on, it will only respond to 5 per day, so it won't get flagged by Google, and it will respond to all those past reviews for you. And then you've got your setup here. Obviously, you can enable the SEO agent. You can pick the language, the tonality you want to use, if it's friendly, empathetic, enthusiastic, so on and so forth. Do you want your replies to be short, normal, or long? What's your threshold for the agent? Now you can have it just down here and hey, I want to reply to everybody, negative or not. Or you can go, look, we just want to do it to 4 stars or more. And then obviously any 3-star and below, you can manually jump in. You can give it additional instructions here. So if you see here, and you can say max is up to 500 characters. So obviously I'm in Australia, so we ask the agent to use UK English. So if it's spelling words like apologise, it's not doing it with a Z. But you can actually add the keywords too. So great service, friendly staff, ambience, cleanliness, so on and so forth. So you can add waste management, garbage collection, massage, facials, your day spa, things like that. That's what the SEO agent does. Now, the next tab we go to visibility. Now, in visibility, this is important here. So let this fire up. As I said, this is a demo account, so it takes a little bit longer to fire up. So you can see once it's fired up, this will obviously the same coffee shop 5K, and you'll see the rankings here. You got your hidden champions, your market leaders, low visibility and rank. And then down here is obviously what the green, the blue, the yellow and the red mean. So obviously green is good, blue isn't terrible, means you're still in the top 10. And then once you get to orange and red, you're outside page 1 of Maps and Google Search. Review score ranking, this is purely based on your review score and the number of reviews. So you can see here, Kimmy's Cafe's got over 3,000 reviews and a 4.9 average. So she's going to be down here at 9.9. And you'll scroll down and you'll see Sunny Cafe here is 530 reviews with 4.5 stars. And so their ranking in the Google score is 7.6. So that's a great analysis there. Then you'll see on the next tab, your overall Google performance. So this business came up 85 times in map impressions, search impressions 950, direction requests, call requests, and website clicks. And then you've got your keywords here. So this is what comes in handy here. So you can come down and look, okay, there's a couple of words we're not ranking for that we know we should be. And then you can add them into the SEO agent for the replies, and also using the GEO Agent, which I'll show you in a moment. Obviously, you've got your profile here, where you can manage your business updates, you can add photos, you can add booking links, all your attributes for the businesses and your services. And obviously, you can edit all your details here, which is what the cool thing there. Also, hours here. Now, this is important. A lot of people dismiss your business hours. They just go, yeah, we're open 6:30 till 4 every day of the week. But they don't put in the special hours. Now, the special hours, Google love this data. And these are public holidays, so it could be a Labor Day long weekend. It could be July 4th, Christmas, Thanksgiving, things like that. Like we've got a Labor Day coming up next week. So if you mark these as closed hours or special hours of operation, Google really appreciate that, and therefore they'll push your profile above your competitor. So it's important to make sure you've got your special hours there. Then obviously you've got your manager updates here. Now, a lot of people don't use this feature as they should. So you can add an update to Google, and this will post to your Google page. And we'll give you an example of that here. So what a regular update looks like is exactly like this. These are your updates. We call them mini blogs. So you can see here, we've got mini blogs. We've automated all this for Luke. So we can write up to 1,500 characters in each post. Now, this is consistently feeding Google information about your business. So that's a really hidden gem that a lot of people, they'll post all over Facebook and Instagram, but they won't post into Google, where everybody's actually searching for your business. So in that scenario here, that's where you go add an update. It's a news feed. We're doing some updates to this as well. We're going to Sunny Cafe here, and then we can add an image in. So for example, let's just go this one here. It was Anzac Day here the other day. We can write a blurb like that, and we go next. We can add a button. So it could be call, sign up, go to the website, and then we can schedule these posts out. So you could sit there and schedule out a month's worth of posts just with this one feature, and consistently tell Google who you are and what you do. You've got your micro website built in here. This is, again, is indexed to Google. You can configure this if you want to be on your own domain, where you could put a custom domain. You could just call it news, for example, and then add a CNAME record in your hosting panel, and that will, again, feed content telling Google this is all the correct schema and everything about Google. So if we open this up and have a look at this, you see it's Sunny Cafe, you've got directions, call, WhatsApp, book. Then you've got, this is all the information pulled in from Google, customer reviews, trading hours, all that. Again, this is just another signal to Google, another touch point, as we like to call it. So when you search for a thing, waste management near me, day spa near me, coffee shop near me, best coffee near me, anything like that, the more touch points you have on Google, and we're talking about the content that's going out there, Facebook posts, Instagram posts, Google posts, GEO Agent posts, and links to different parts of your business will get pushed up higher in those search results. Obviously, you've got your website widget here as well. Okay, and then now our biggest update is our GEO Agent. So I'm just going to pull. Okay, so back to in the GEO Agent, this is what we call our micro blog, our blog writer. Now again, we can custom set this up. So you can have your article length and posting once a week, for example. You can auto approve articles, or you can just leave them there and they'll wait for you to approve them. And you can share on social media, so Facebook and Google in this case, because Instagram, it's not configured for that. Well, you can post there, but it won't look good. So you can go to configuration here. You can have it generally set up here, and in this case, we could call it, in this case, it would be 7-day skips, and get listed on index pages, and that's using our subdomain, and then that will still find your business. But the best method is to set it up like this. We've done it as a blog.7day skips. The only thing we did in CNAME, we created a subdomain called a blog, and then in the value, we pasted this link here. And that was done at our hosting level. So now when we come to this link, you can see it's a properly structured blog article. So it tells us all about the company at first, and this is the article that it wrote. The first article here, it's all about skip bins. So you can see it's generated the image as well, so we didn't have to do the image or anything like that. It's generated that on its own. And you can see the right skip bin for every job. It's talking about the different skip bin sizes and everything like that. And obviously we've got, this is based on a customer review. So what happens is the GEO Agent will write the articles based on your customer sentiment. So, and everything it learns about you from your website, everything like that, and your Google profile. And it will generate that article, once a week or once a month, whatever your plan allows. And then again, that will push that out to Google. As you can see here in our setup, again, we come back to configuration, and we've got get your website listed on search engines. So in this case, this is the customer's domain name. We just got it as a blog.7dayskips.com.au. Now that took about 24 hours for the cPanel to propagate that, for that to be active. Once you put the records in, you just press verify configuration, and then once it's all green, that's actually ready to go. And again, this is 100% automated. We've been using it in my business personally in the testing mode for a long time. We're already coming up in Google AI search for reputation management software. So that's in visibility, and the next one is engagement. Now, obviously, engagement is the social agent, and you can see here we set that up. We can enable the social agent, and again, this will post your best content, so we can do a post or a story, but the post works best. Normal caption, we want to use the English language. We want to do this in a friendly tonality, and we want to do this once a week and only reviews that are 4 or 5 star above. And again, we can give it special instructions. We go, I want to manually override that, and I want to post it to Facebook and Google and Instagram. And we press save, and that's now enabled. What that will do is grab your best reviews, like this one. If we go to reputation here and go to feed, it's no different to doing this, clicking this button here and pressing share, and that will do that like that. But this does it automatically with the AI agent once a week. And again, we're just telling the social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Google, more and more about your business. As we come down the bottom here, you've got your settings, which are obviously your review sites, your history. You can see here, these are the requests that were sent out the other day. Any notifications, you can turn notifications on by nominating an email here, and you can have different notifications for if an article publication, review notification, get a monthly report from our software, and your article generation notification. So you can turn that on, and every time our software generates an article, you'll get a notification to go, hey, let's go check that out and make sure that's all good. Then obviously you've got your locations, your team members, Automate, which is obviously our Zapier integration. If you want to connect it to your billing software, for example, if it's within Zapier, you can automate the whole thing via Zapier. If you want to learn more about that, you can book a call with me and I'm happy to walk you through that. Then obviously you just got your direct account here and your billing information. So guys, that's our biggest updates. As I said, the biggest ones are here in Reputation being the employee leaderboard. Obviously we haven't set that up for this client here. And then obviously our GEO Agent down here, which is the biggest updates we've done. Again, all designed, one, to motivate and inspire staff to get reviews, so you can gamify that review collection process, so that whoever gets the most reviews might get a gift card or something like that at the end of the month. Any questions, as always, feel free to reach out, and we look forward to rolling out our next amount of updates. The next big update will be Google Sheets. We are still fighting with Google about getting that automation built in. There was a couple of things they wanted that we know what they want now, so we'll get Google Sheets as an embedded part of our platform within the next couple of weeks. And we're also, the next biggest one is Apple Maps. So we're working on getting approved as an Apple partner. There's only 34 approved Apple partners at the moment. We're hoping to be number 35. And what that will do is get your business listed on Apple Maps as well. So that's the other part we're working on. So exciting times ahead. Any questions at all, feel free to reach out anytime, and we look forward to connecting with you all again soon.